All right, today is February 12th, 2018. This is the meeting of the CSI Kubernetes Implementation Group. Let's go to the agenda and get started. So I copied and pasted the PRs that need attention from the previous meeting. Let's get an update on these real quick. CSI sanity fixes, was there any progress there? Oh, yeah, beautiful. All right, so we'll stop tracking that.
And then the next one, they just asked for some comments, and I will look into addressing them this week.
Okay.
The thing is that I do this for one driver only, right? And there's so many drivers in the same repo that they could have their own dependencies and things. So it's kind of, I could make it a little more automated for all of it, for everyone, but at the same time, it could complicate it more than it should be. So than just copy pasting two files. So I have to kind of create a balance there.
Mm-hmm. Is there any way we could not use Docker? Seriously.
I think he switched over to Quay already, right?
Yeah, we are using Quay. But the really nice thing would be to have every one of these drivers in their own repo. And then the Docker file will sit on the root, and then it's much easier.
I think that was the intention originally, was these were always supposed to be just examples. And if we ever wanted them to become like a real production thing, it would live in its own repo somewhere.
Well, so because the steering community is going to bust out repos by SIGs, right? So we should get like a SIG storage organization where I think the rest of this, where we should probably move this stuff too, right? And then have individual projects for each one of these drivers.
So maybe just keep it simple for now until we rip everything out. Because I really think that each one of these should go to their own repo.
Yeah.
Because we start to depend a lot on these.
Well, they're not Kubernetes specific either, anyways, right? I mean, it's a CSI driver. It doesn't have to be in Kubernetes-CSI.
That's right. I mean, it's just, it could be like Kubernetes-CSI driver hostback plugin, driver this, driver that.
Yeah.
Anyway, just an idea.
Remains to be sorted out. 0.2 changes, I think, Sergey, these are still pending until we cut a 0.2 release.
Hey, I've tagged everything at the V1, the V1, V01. So everything's tagged now, and everything going forward should be considered 0.2.
Okay.
Yeah, all these changes are against the master. So, and some of them were already merged, like for external attacher and the CSI tests. So basically, I mean, there is no really any reason not to merge like the provisioner and the drivers. All the tests are green. And well, because you see the problem with the drivers has a CSI common piece. And that piece used by other driver, like Ceph driver or Ceph plugin, it uses the CSI common. So I need to have the CSI common to be 0.2 compatible to be able to convert the Ceph plugin. So.
Okay. So two questions. One is whether we should go ahead and move these components to basically CSI head, which is what these PRs are doing. I think that should be okay. It'll unblock our development and testing until 0.2 is cut. The second question is around just this PR and what the heck was happening here.
Oh, because there are a couple of changes. First of all, there was a change in the external provisioner.
Okay.
And it was moved to 192. And there was a bunch of changes there. Then there was a change for the client. So basically, that's what reflected in the changes in the vendor folder.
I see. The only thing that should have been updated is the vendor CSI library, right? Everything else should not have changed versions?
I guess that's what's done by dep ensure. So, I mean, I can go and manually.
Oh, it's Kubernetes 1.9.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, got it. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Because Kubernetes is a monstrous bastard. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, cool. Brad, could we get Jan to take a look at this? Because I kind of consider him the external provisioner owner. Or is it you? Oh, sorry, you're the
No, it's Brad. Yeah, it's Brad.
Take a look at this?
Yeah, I'll take a look at it.
Okay. And then I imagine there's similar changes for external attacher.
Attacher is already, Jan merged it.
Ah, okay. Jan's on top of this stuff. Cool. And then driver registrar, I'll need to take a look at that. Or if anybody else wants to do that on my behalf, feel free.
I'll take a look at it today.
Okay. There's my A key for you.
Okay. We all
Okay.
know you have a sticky keyboard.
All right. Any updates?
Hey, there's a discussion about versioning. I pasted on the CSI spec.
Okay.
I think it will have profound impacts on just about everything going forward.
Do you have a link somewhere?
It's in the chat.
Oh, okay. Let me pop in there and grab it. How do I get the chat window? Here we go.
It's basically the versioning of the call, so we can have breaking changes going forward.
Okay.
I kind of think we hit a consensus on it, but it basically changes the spec profound. I mean, it changes it to include a version in pretty much all the function calls.
Do you know what the current status of it is, or like?
Go up.
What's that?
Go up about 3.
Right here.
Nope, 2 more up.
Oh, the other direction.
Yeah.
The other up.
Keep going. He has some code up here. This right here. There's why we want to change it. So it puts a version into the package name, the namespace calls. And that way, as we rev through versions, if the function, the function call changes to a point that breaks, it'll retain backwards compatibility, and then we can have like a v3 with a different field value.
Oh, neat.
Okay. That could be cool. Is Vlad on the call? I think his input on this might be interesting since he's kind of a Go expert and how this will translate. But yeah, it looks cool to me. I will follow up with that offline. Cool. Thanks, Brad. Cool. Any other updates?
Nothing from me.
Okay. So it's Monday morning here. I don't have any updates. Let's reconvene on Wednesday then and early today and get some work done.
All right. Take care, guys.
Take care.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.